the malls, yeah. I ain't come.
And now, please welcome your New York Knicks. At guard, at 6'4", 0, Dante. At forward, at 6'5", number 3, at center, at 7 feet, number 55, Isaiah. At forward, at 6'9", number 1, Deuce. Guard at 6'2", number 11, Your New York Knicks head coach is Mike Brown. Fans, your New York Knicks.
Let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. They've got Jalen Williams. He's out there with Holmgren. And it's Carlson in at the 2. And for the Knicks, Brunson and DiVincenzo team up as the backcourt. Randall and Hartenstein together down low. And it's Hart in at the small forward position. As we hit the home stretch of the regular season, Graham, what's the focus for teams outside of the playoff picture?
You know, B.A., I think it's about staying competitive and building a foundation for next season. As a team, you need to use the time you have to consistently improve.
And stolen by Hartenstein. Brunson against Williams. Brunson misses. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Back to Holmgren. Fires the 3. That shot off the mark. And here's New York now. Here's Brunson outside. Knocks it down from distance.
If Brunson gets space from beyond the arc, expect him to let it fly. He's extremely confident in his ability.
And here's SGA outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Randall outside. And the Knicks, another 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's SGA, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. I brought up Jalen Williams, and Coach said that he has a plan. Williams is an impressive all-around player. Coach did admit that, but we're hoping for some physical, high-pressure defense that will put him off his game a little tonight. A simple strategy, but Coach seems confident that it'll get results. Back to you.
Allie, thank you.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
Here's Hartenstein. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
He's a big guy with some serious range, so you have to respect him from out there.
And the basket by Saunders.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled. The ball on a string. And we see him do this time and time again.
He drops it from range.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Knicks lead 12-8.
Here's SGA. 6 points for him. To the middle. Pass to Carlson. Here's Saunders. 5 to shoot. Holmgren outside. Fires for 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Whoa, great answer from Holmgren. You gotta love how competitive this kid is.
Outside Hart. There's the three. On target from range.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Ends up going with a whole new group. Then for Oklahoma City, Marshall, he's checked in for Williams. Shireman comes in for Carlson. A minute 39 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Shireman. The three is up. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks leading by 4. Down low. The three. And again, New York with the triple.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Marshall outside.
Knicks lead 18.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he sinks the 11-footer. SGA's got 8.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Robinson for 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Got a piece of it.
Those razor-sharp defensive instincts. Bridges really has a knack for anticipating plays.
Robinson on the wing. 6 points for him. And again, New York with the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart. And he's 5 of 7, finding a nice rhythm offensively.
Robinson for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Marshall left side, driving inside, uses the glass on the layup.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Mitchell Robinson has been on display for the Knicks. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Williams is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Lonzo Ball. And it's Goodrich in at the 5, roaming the paint. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Jalen Williams has become an all-star and a key player for the Thunder. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said he allows us to really do anything out there because he's so versatile. He's been special for us and is a big reason why we are where we are. He just does whatever it takes to win. Back to you.
He's a big factor. Allie, we appreciate the report. Drops in the 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Pass to Williams. Drives to the hoop. There's Ball with a 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Shamet. Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Carlson comes in for Shireman. Ball outside. Marshall outside. Screen by Holmgren. Clock at 6. They need this. And he lays it in. Holmgren's got his second bucket of the night. Clark, the one expression you hear a lot in basketball, reward the big man. What's that all about?
Well, you know, B.A., the big guys often are the guys doing the dirty work, the unsung work, rebounding, setting screens, getting up and down the floor to create opportunities for their teammates. But they also want that rock, too. So get them the ball every now and then. Let them eat.
A short trip up for Holmgren, but there's plenty of power behind his jam.
Pass to Robinson. From deep three-point land. Ball with the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
That three's off the mark. New York leading by 17. Brunson passes to Robinson. Fires from way outside. Williams grabs the board.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Yeah, nice shot by Williams. Just a soft touch from deep.
2 minutes.
Robinson for 3. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Robinson's got 27.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now. Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And some changes here for New York. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Julius Randle. Hart comes in for Anunoby. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mikal Bridges. Shireman's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Ball.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. You cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
45.
The shot's good from SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 now.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Robinson gets the bucket.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Knicks lead. 48.
Marshall outside. Pass to Holmgren. Three-pointer. And it's New York with a rebound.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
From deep. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible.
Knicks lead.
Here's Shireman. Back to SGA. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3, DiVincenzo. The offensive rebound. Here's Brunson outside. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And SGA throws it down.
And we've become used to seeing this from Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the most versatile and dominant scoring threats in today's game.
Now Robinson from deep three-point land. And it goes! He gets it! Wow!
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And so it's New York, up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the New York Knicks.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch of teams are being built, playing outside in as a viable approach. If you have guys who can do that.
And they do. This lead didn't happen by accident.
All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East.
You look at New York, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, it's been quite a game for Mitchell Robinson.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Brunson and DiVincenzo team up as the backcourt. Randall and Hartenstein together down low. And it's Hart in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown.
Knicks lead 60-32.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Here's Saunders. Count it. Good. Well, the Knicks shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
I love the low simmer fire that Brunson plays with. He seems never to be out of control or over emotional. And when he goes inside, he's prepared to fight.
SGA passes to Holmgren. Right side, SGA. And the shot falls short that time.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Outside, Williams. Off target from 3-point range. For New York, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Brunson. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
Okay, Brunson, a.k.a. JB, showing he's got some bounce, too.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Carlson, and here's Holmgren. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The drive by DiVincenzo.
Hey, why settle for the layup when you can dunk it? DiVincenzo put in on the show on that trip.
64.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. A nice shot by Carlson.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this other guy. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Now a timeout called by New York. The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, specifically which teams have created a lot of turnovers and cashed in on the other end during the last 10 games. In third, New York.
Well, over these last few games, they've been putting excellent pressure on the ball handlers and then turning those forced errors into easy points.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, there's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote,
Good! Another from 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
For 3, Robinson connects again from distance.
And This is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now for most threes in the game.
And the points keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
How about Brunson showing his burst to the rim? Speed and vertical on display.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Pass to Holmgren. Launches a three, and count it. Now 5 for 7.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Robinson on the wing. He's good. Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. And that one's good. SGA.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And stolen by Williams. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Assisted by
SGA's got his 4th assist with that last one. 51 seconds left in the third quarter here. Drops in the layup for 2. Brunson's got 14 points.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Holmgren inside, working on Robinson, and it's Holmgren missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Oh, nice shot by Carlson.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Outside Robinson. Got it off in time, and again for 3.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in three-point shooting, amazing. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Knicks out in front, delivering the blowout. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Najee Marshall. He's out there with Holmgren. And it's Shireman in at the 3, the small forward. And the Knicks shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Shaman hits the three-pointer. Shaman's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
The strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pass to Robinson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. Achua for 3. Drills it from deep. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
From deep three-point range, Robinson can't hit. The Thunder have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Here's Ball. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball.
Good! Another from 3.
Unbelievable. Hits the record with a beautiful 3.
It's a new single-game high water mark for triples. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
With a recent three-point basket, the record for the most three-pointers made in a game has been broken. Substitution on the court.
The Thunder shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren, deflects the pass. Pass to Achua. Back to Shamet. Now Bridges. The three is up. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The three. He drops it from range. Anunoby's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Here's Saunders. Oh, Robinson with a block.
We know Robinson is an elite rim protector. So, yeah, you might want to try that move on somebody else.
Takes a 13-footer. Another one falls for New York.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Oklahoma City now. Pass to Saunders. Here's Carlson. Now here's SGA. Sends it home from three-point land. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22.
Outside, inside, in between, doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
And the basket by Shamet.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
The three from Holmgren. And another three for Oklahoma City.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Robinson for three. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds now. And that one's good. Holmgren.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And you have to like how they've played this year. 55 wins in total.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Mitchell Robinson.
And you have to love how he controlled the key, piling up blocks and putting fear into opposing shooters.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. Here's the three. And Hartenstein hits from deep.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
On the drive, Williams can be very explosive, and just right there, gaining a lot of momentum.
Here's Brunson outside. And again, New York with the triple.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
No coverage that time.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Tries to keep it alive. And yep, it's good.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Right side, SGA. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And I like what the defense was thinking, but Gilgeous-Alexander just outworks them and gets his shot.
Out of bounds, the Oklahoma City's ball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Mitchell Robinson.